Good morning. This is Frank with the Morning Quick Shot brought to you by Trade Stalkers and Ninja Pro Traders. It is Thursday, April the 6th. It's about 6:30 Central Standard Time. Next 3 to 5 minutes, going to give you some targets to the upside, targets to the downside, possible areas of consolidation, and then we're going to spend a few minutes on market profiles so we don't lose sight of the big picture. So let's get started here. It looks like we had last night's open right here at 45.50, and then briefly after that, just popped up just for a few minutes, got a high right in here of about 47.75, and then it just moved right back on down, continued the move from yesterday's high of 75. Looks like overnight lows were the 38, popped back right at the top of the zone, and the open did just a good little pullback to the zone. Right here, as you can see, we hit here 40.75 and then right back up. So nice little move here. Move right back at the bottom of the zone here at where we at? Hit this high zone here at 50 last night for the overnight high of 50.25, and we're currently just pulling back off of that high. So if this little trend here continues, we're looking for just a pullback. Look for it to hold right here at 47.75, and then continue this move straight up, probably to about the 53.50. Move back down here, this zone to test it because we've got structure left. If you keep looking at it all the way left over there, I kind of slide this a little bit. You can see right off here we had was yesterday's as we come off a low yesterday morning, okay, or yesterday afternoon, and it just kind of built this little shelf here as it consolidated. Yeah, it seems kind of high, but that's all it was doing was consolidating this whole little area. So we're right back up here to this. This should hold, pull back, retest somewhere in this area, and then we should head right back up to 56. Look for it to retest the open yesterday at 58.75. Now that's where we could run into some issues this morning. Is it hits this area and then it starts to pull back again. May pull all the way back to the 53 area. This is where we're going to get some consolidation again while this market decides what's best for us. Remember, it's in control. We're not in control of that market. After it hits this area, if we're going to continue to the upside, then look for it to pull back bottom of the zone, maybe even all the way back to that 53, and then try to come up and break this yesterday's open, push right up into this zone, right up in here at 64. There should be some hesitation as we hit this area, one of the zones from yesterday, 62 area. We get up in here to 65, look for it to pull back, retest this area, maybe even come back and retest this open at 58.75 or the top of the zone here, just this 58 area, okay? Just keep that in mind. And then as it comes up, if we're lucky, we're going to come back up and test yesterday's high of 75 area right in here, right at the top of the zone. And if we can get there, you got to be real cautious that we drop pretty hard after that. So be cautious. Look for a pullback. It may even pull back all the way to 66. Some sellers are really going to step in this area. So after it does that, if we only get a normal pullback, then look for it. Normal. If we get a pullback, maybe the 72, 70 area, look for it to come back up, retest it, and try to break through. If it can break through this area, it'll definitely come back and test it before we drive on up higher. All right. Just be aware that any one of these zones right up in here, the 65, 75, could be a major reversal for today and just bring us right back down. All right. And we'll look at that in the overall big picture. Now, what if we just continue this down? If we continue down to the open here at 45.50, look for a little bounce to come right back up here and try again at 47.75. If this fails, boom, right back down. We'll probably cross below the 24-hour VWAP, cross below the zone, head right down in this zone. And depending on the time of the day it does this, we retest this area right here in 40, push right back up to, oh, we could actually retest this whole zone at 44 and then drive right down to overnight low. Now here expect a good reversal at this low at 38, double bottom here, and drive on up. So be cautious as we get down here. Make sure it is going to bounce. But if we can get the double bottom bounce off of here, get an early trade in, you can ride this thing all day long as it goes up. Okay? So take a look at that. But if we fail this zone, look for it to head down here to the 32 area, come back up and retest this 37 and back down. All right, right in here could be some more consolidation. But if we don't get that consolidation and it busts right down to this zone and drives through, then watch for it to go all the way to this next zone at 78. And that means sellers are definitely under control. And all bets are off that we end up down here at 18, 14.08 in this area. All right. After that, it's down to this 20, I believe 2298 area for the next zone, and bottom below that 2300. So things could get ugly first any reason in this geopolitical situation in our world. So watch the zones. Be careful. If you have any questions, contact Frank at tradestalkers.com and have a great day.